guys, welcome to another Travelscope Travel Tuesday. Hashtag Travelscope Travel Tuesday. I'm Dayvee Sutton with Lori McBrown and Keryn Means, and we're going to do a lot of holiday travel talk today. I'm so excited. How are you, Lori?
I am doing fabulous. Like, it's the holly jolly time of year. How can you not?
Yes. And Keryn, how are you?
I'm doing well, trying to stop my toddler from opening the Christmas presents every day.
Yeah.
He's convinced it's Christmas right now. I'm like, soon.
I'm curious, do you do Elf on the Shelf?
No.
Yeah. Oh, do you, Lori? I don't think you're still
Oh yeah, I'm going to her Elf on the Shelf. Actually,
Lori does it for herself, not her
Oh,
children.
I do, yeah.
Her kids are moving around for her.
That's it. If you have a bottle of wine, you move the elf while you're drinking, and then the next morning you get up and go, where is he? It's a surprise to me. I don't remember.
Right. So how long have you been doing Elf on the Shelf, Lori?
I don't know, 3 years now, maybe, I guess.
We
don't do all the crazy stuff. Like, I'm not into. No. We don't. Ours doesn't make a mess. Our big thing is just finding where he is. My kid gets so excited over that. It's just where'd he go? You know.
Well, I used to have a producer who would forget in the morning and freak out.
I do.
Yeah. Then the kid questions you like, oh no.
I
Did
want
he
to write a book
today?
Yes, I want to write a book for next year over like the 1,000 best excuses for when your elf doesn't move. And ours has been sick. Ours didn't want to go to the North Pole and tell him that he was bad, but you can't use that when they're really good. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Oh, well, I want to thank everybody who is joining us via live stream, either on the Daily Dash Affair or here in our message room. Will join us, ask us questions, and if you feel so compelled, turn on your webcam and join our conversation. But Keryn, tell us a little bit about Walking on Travels.
Walking on Travels was developed for, for active parents who really didn't want to put their lives on hold. I saw too many friends have babies and stop life for the next 20 years. When I was wondering, well, why can't I just bring them with me and show them all the wonderful things that I love about the world? So my site really just encourages parents to stop letting fear and excuses get in the way and just go out and see the world. But make sure you see things that you want to see, not just your kids.
Yeah.
Oh, it's not all about them?
I know.
Not. I'm paying. I want to have fun.
Yeah. You kind of make the same excuses, right, Lori?
Oh, all the time. I mean, we take our kid to breweries and wineries and, travel is about all of us, right?
Yeah.
Especially if you're footing the bill.
Yes, of course. Okay, so, I just returned back from a really cool trip from Oslo, Norway. And I was invited by the tourism board to experience the Nobel Peace Prize. But guys, that's not what I'm talking about today. I made like the biggest travel mistake that maybe rookies make, or maybe I think veterans make this too, but I missed my flight home. I missed my return flight home. I miscalculated the departure time. So like, it wasn't like I wasn't up in time. It wasn't like I was just like in the morning of the flight, I was just like catching up on work, writing some posts and stuff and logging some video. And then I was like, oh yeah, I keep forgetting. Let me do my check-in. And then it was 8:30 in the morning. My flight was at 9:30 and I had already a prepaid ticket on the train to return, but there was no way I can do that. So I ended up having to take a cab, which cost me, about $110. And then I tried to go to the counter and plead for mercy, and that I could, like, I made it before the flight, but of course, they're like, oh, boarding's complete. And I had like in the flight had to stop over in Amsterdam before it returned back home to Atlanta, and that change fee, she said she was having mercy on me. Like, I didn't have to buy a new ticket. I just had to pay the change fee, which cost $330. So nearly $500 mistake.
Oh,
There's
man.
something when I replay in my mind I replay it in my mind, like, I don't know why, like, cause when you take a lot of flights, it's not like like if you don't travel that often, then you're like maybe a week ahead. Okay, when's my flight? When's this? But if like flying is part of your routine, or traveling or just leaving is part of your routine, then you kind of are like, take a glance at it and then log it. And I thought I was leaving at 11:30, but it was 9:30. So I want to ask all you guys out there, and I'm going to send a tweet out, like, send in your message on like your biggest travel mistake or something, a rookie move, or I think I would count it more as a veteran move, because it was like, oh, I got this traveling. I know when my flight is. And I'm sitting at the computer like, what? It's 8:30. I had to leave by 9:30. Oh my goodness. Any crazy stories like that with you guys recently?
I have my husband's crazy story. So obviously, as a traveler in the family, I book a lot of our travel. But he had this big event he had to go to for work in LA. But he had to work on that Saturday here at home. And so he's going to fly out on Sunday. So Saturday night, he's going in, checking into his flight. And he goes, holy crap. And I'm like, what? Like, I'm brushing my teeth, trying to get ready for bed. He's like, my flight was for today. I was like, oh, okay. I'm like, honey, I love you. I'm like, I'm going to get on the phone. Everything I say about you right now is only partially true. So I play the I have the dumbest husband in the world card. The man comes back with, well, for like $500, we could rebook him on this other flight. And I'm like, well, I can book a flight for cheaper than that on somebody else's airline.
Yeah.
He comes back to me and he's like, okay, we can do it for $175. I'm like, done. I'm like, just book it. I'm like, okay, done. Money. Next time I want to go run away for somewhere, yes, I'm like, I get to go where I want to go.
That's it. Or, hey, baby, a spa treatment would be really good this time of year. That'll call us even.
Yeah, nice little massage there.
I love it. I love it. Well, we got to the almost to security this last trip when I figured out that we actually left our kids' car seat in not the kid that isn't Home Alone. Although my kid does look like the Home Alone kid. We hear that all the time. But we left the booster seat. And I mean, it's not huge, but you don't want to have to like send somebody somewhere to go buy one and come back. But so I sent my husband running. I said, baby, run, run, Forrest, run. And he made it like we were the last people on the plane and they basically shut the door.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
Well, at least you made it.
We did.
But see, I imagined that I would be one of the people that they would say, like there would be the one running into the gate, but it didn't happen. So, I mean, I had to suck that one up. So, Lori, you're having people home for the holidays.
I am. I know. Like when you're in the travel, have you guys like decorated and stuff yet?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
But,
well,
actually, I will tell you, I'm staying with my parents right now, so like they decorated. So I came home from that trip and it was like Christmas.
Yeah, we're only partially there. That was it. Like traveling, came home, put the tree up, and then the worst thing is putting those freaking lights on.
Yeah.
And so that's done. There's really nothing else. An ornament a day goes up. But yeah, like there's that whole, you're used to being the traveler and going somewhere, but then when you're the destination, it's like, I don't know this side. It's a whole other issue about hosting people in town. And depending on the type of city, you're more prone to it. So, Atlanta is an obvious one that people do want to go to. It's not as much as when we lived in Orlando, family members twice removed. Hey, we're going to come visit you.
Right. But maybe in Orlando, they just wanted to use your bed, right?
The
extra room.
Yes. Yeah. But they still expect you to be that host. So, it's a whole different situation that, we've kind of had to look at like, oh, okay, so what do we do? But I know a lot of people are in that same situation too. So, we have, I've actually laid out a book for them. So it's easy to do with, places around that they can do. You just go visit your local tourism office, CVB or Welcome Center, and you can get all those, lovely pamphlets that you, collect and never use. Well, now's the time to use them. So we've kind of put those together for family and stuff for days that we don't necessarily want to play host to them and stuff. And we put a nice little key to the house, so we don't have to worry about, doing that for everybody. Everybody has their own little key in their welcome kit with it and stuff too. So, but we started it before anybody's ever come. So we are asking everybody, is there anything you want to do while you're in town? Because that answer is totally different when you ask them beforehand versus when they get there.
Yeah.
Because always you get that last minute, oh, I know it's the day after Christmas. Can we go to the Georgia Aquarium? My answer is going to be, hell no. We could have done that earlier in the week,
Right.
So, it allows us to plan a little more strategically and stuff.
Well, my favorite is always when you get what would you like to do? I don't know, whatever you want to do.
Yeah.
Well, I live here, so I want to go grocery shopping.
Yeah.
And I want to sleep. You want to watch the kids?
Exactly. Like, I'm going to go, have a glass of wine with some friends. I'll see you later.
Right. I want to be in a vino coma while I'm here. So what did you do when they've done that? When they go, and they don't really answer. Have you had a solution for that type of thing?
Well, when we lived in Seattle, we had our top 3 things that we kind of did. We're like, okay, let's go to this park and look at the Space Needle, and let's go, to this museum if they had kids, and then we'll go to the zoo because the zoo is always easy, and we had membership.
Right.
But yeah, then everybody's like, well, how far is Mount Rainier from Seattle? Well, it's a 2.5-hour drive, and it's probably snowing up there right now because of the holidays. So no, I'm like, we could go skiing. That's only an hour away. Well, we don't really ski. Okay.
But we want to drive to Mount Rainier.
I want to see a volcano. Why isn't there lava coming out? Well, it's not an active volcano at the moment. Like, it's not spewing. So now that we're in DC, we're so new that we're like, well, this is the list of things we want to do. So you guys can come too if you want.
Well, now, you guys have a thing that we like to save all the touristy stuff for when people are coming to visit, because you're going to go do the touristy thing. So I think you guys have it also. Do you guys have City Pass for DC?
Well, they're not really, because we have so many Smithsonian museums that are free. So
that's really
cool.
Look at all the free
we
stuff.
have so much free stuff. Like, our biggest thing is parking. It's like, okay, let's pay for parking. But I mean, honestly, we went to the U.S. Botanic Garden with my parents. They have Christmas trains up. It's right next to the Capitol, and it cost me $4 to park. And there was
I guess you can get as close as you can because you live in the suburb, and then take the metro too.
Yeah, well, the metro is only 5 blocks from us. But honestly, it was cheaper for me to park on a weekend than it is for me, because it would cost us like at least $22 for all of us to take the metro to town.
Oh, that makes sense.
It cost us $8 for 2 cars.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, that's insane. Well, so the larger cities, that's what we always tell people to do is, let's save all that for when people are coming to visit, and we can intentionally be tourist monsters. Like, let's just take a week and do every touristy thing. And with City Pass, it makes it great because, so like for Atlanta, ours includes 5 different places that we can go, and it's like $73 a person or something like that. But it's a huge discount off of if we tried to even individually do those or something like that.
Yeah, because even like the zoo, it includes the
aquarium, coral, yes, all that kind of stuff. So it just makes sense to save it all, do that, and then the other thing is, we've made up our mind and we have a plan. Like, it's laid out. But then you're just you don't hear people going,
like, here's a plan. Look in the book.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're done. You get to choose between 2 on 2 different things, but past that, we're done.
And then City Pass kind of makes it like an epic trip too, because you get to do all of those things. Like, how many times would you on your own in any town just go to the aquarium, go to the CNN Center, go to the botanical gardens, and all of those things? So it's a great value.
It is fun, especially if you just want to play it up, play tourist sometimes. Be ridiculous about it.
I would say tourist in your town, and that's fun to do. Yeah.
I mean, the only time I ever went to the top of the Space Needle was when my aunt and uncle came, and they got City Passes, And they were doing every single thing. And I'm like, sure, I'll go up to Space Needle with you. I had like a 4-month-old at the time. I'm like, okay, whatever. And, but it gets it done. So yeah, that's a great tip.
Yeah.
So you guys make sure if you guys are watching or streaming or tweeting with us or on Facebook, let us know your best holiday tips for hosting families at your home. And so we're in the holiday mood and we're all travelers. So we're going to do our own gift guide. Yay! So favorite things, and I guess I'll start. So I'll do one and then we'll do one around like that.
That's
so
great.
One of the things that is the bane of my existence is paying for water. And it's hard to do when you're traveling because, you with the TSA restrictions and all security actually around the world, they most of them, some places actually internationally, you can take your water bottle on. But here in the States, if you're flying domestically, you can't take water. Water break.
Everybody should have your water bottle.
But you can. That was so funny. It was funny because I heard the gulp, gulp, gulp.
Sorry.
But you can, when people have often said, bring your own water bottle on, but sometimes what if you don't have access to like a water fountain or you just have like access to the water in the toilet, not the toilet water, but in the bathroom. But my first gadget will work because I love filtered water bottles. So it has like, this one is from Zero Water. And so it has like I think they have a 5-tier filter, and it lasts you for a while. It has this monitor thing that will let you know when to change the filter. That's also handy. And I use this one like internationally. I also use like the Bobble, which has like a 1-tier filter system. I use that domestically because I know the water and the bacteria is pretty palpable anywhere, but I can literally go to the faucet or any kind of water and never pay for water in my hotel room or on the way to the airport. And then I was sent this Grail one, which is like my hardcore one. Like if I'm like in the Rocky Mountains and I want to just like get some water from the spring or something like that.
No Giardia.
This is like some hardcore like filter system that like you push down and it filters and it gives you fresh water out of there. So I love filtered water bottles because I kind of make it my goal not to pay for water when I'm traveling. So that's my first one. Lori?
Okay, so I hate taking too much stuff, in your little carry-on bag through TSA. So especially being in the South and the heat and things like that, I wear waterproof mascara. So, you've got to worry about taking things off and all that kind of stuff. So I have found this lovely little thing. It's called the makeup eraser. And it just looks like a towel. If I had seen this, I would have thought it's a gimmick. But the only thing that you use is this in warm water. And it takes everything off. You just soak it in warm water. And then you just literally like hold it over your eyes for about 20 seconds and then it just wipes off.
So are you sending that to me for Christmas? Is that going to be my stocking?
It's great. And so then you can just hang it up. I mean, I take it.
Wait, so you just hold it over your eyes?
Hold it over your eyes and then it just kind of wipes off. Now, I will say, and I didn't use this last night because it would have looked disgusting otherwise. But
thanks for sparing us.
But you will see your makeup, and then you just wash it like every 5 days. But your makeup stays kind of trapped in here.
Oh, wow.
But that's it. I take it camping. I take it everywhere, and it takes up no room just laying flat.
Right.
And I love it.
How much makeup are you wearing when you camp?
No, but I'm all about the waterproof.
There's a bear right there. Here, honey, hang on.
No, my lashes curl under, so I wear mascara all the time, just so it doesn't. They don't get in my eyes and stuff like that.
No judging.
I'll send you some camping pictures, and you'll know I'm a big fat liar. There is no makeup. It looks like hell frozen.
I love that idea.
Picture, honey. So
I love that idea, Lori, because like some places internationally don't use. Well, I found in Southeast Asia they don't have face cloths in the hotel.
Yeah.
So that would be handy as well. Oh my God, that sounds so cool. I love it.
Love it.
All right. Keryn.
So I had to run and grab my stuff real quick. So I am a huge fan of the Kindle Fire, and this is for multiple reasons. This is a Kindle Fire in an OtterBox because when my children get frustrated and chuck it across the room, it'll all be okay. And I also have matching headphones from Kid Gears that goes with it for the kids. So this is my sanity saver, especially on long car rides and also when we're on long flights. I can plug my kids in. They have all their movies, all their storybooks, all their apps. You know, it's like Angry Birds free-for-all on a plane. But it also just saves us so much weight because we aren't taking all of our books with us. My husband likes to, read books that are that thick, Robert Jordan fantasy series or whatever. And I'm like, I'm not packing like 3 of those. I'm like, that's for my shoes, not for your and everybody I need children's books to read to my kids at night, and those things get heavy. So I'm like, okay, it's all packed in one little thing, and then we're good to go.
Man, I mean, and it also looks like it was kid-proof.
It is. It's very kid-proof.
Kid-proof / bulletproof.
Yeah.
Okay, so my second item for today is this thing that looks like it's black on black. It's my black background, but it's looks like a satchel, which I oftentimes will use it as a clutch on the go. But it's like it's called the Shoulder. And it will probably be hard to demonstrate now that I see because the background is black, but it's a scarf that has pockets. So it's really handy, on the airplane, it has 2 different pockets. One that's more of a secret one, but you can keep your passport in here. And it's a really big pocket. I've seen in their demonstration, they've kept water bottles and stuff like that. But you put your ID and stuff, and I keep my headphones. Where is that other pocket? Here we go.
Sorry, we really can't see it very well anyway.
No,
I know you can't really see it, but then it makes it look like I'm doing magic. But I keep headphones in here. I keep an eye mask in here for the airplane. But that's one of my favorite things because it's also a scarf, and so. Like a circle scarf. Mm-hmm. So it's handy. I use it a variety of different ways when I'm traveling. I'll use it as a purse when I'm going out because I don't really like taking purses. So throw that over, put all my ID and stuff in there. And then, like I said, on the airplane. So that is my second favorite gift or travel gadget for the moment.
Well, Keryn, you and I were thinking very similar, but let me ask you, is your Kindle the kids edition or the regular one?
It is not the kids edition. I bought it before they came out with the kids edition, so I was excited to hear what you think.
Yeah, so I've been quoted on TV as saying, hold off on the kitty crack. I don't take electronics for kids because there's just so many issues with it. But okay, so Kindle has now come out with the Fire Kids edition.
Is that going to get wrapped up for Christmas?
This is my son's birthday, Christmas gift. Yeah,
oh,
I hope still that. Thank goodness he's not like. Oh, it's still. This is his Christmas gift. I'm so excited about this. So it has the kid-proof case in it. But what I love about this is the parental controls that you can set. So you can choose to only give them so much screen time and it's going to shut off. You can choose for them to have to earn the screen time by doing educational activities on here. So let's say I want him to read for a half an hour before he can watch anything. I can do that on here. Okay, so the big thing that got me is they have a 2-year worry. You're
so excited.
I know, I'm so excited. They have a 2-year worry-free what do you call
warranty?
it? Oh, thank you. And so I was talking to someone from Amazon and I said, okay, what do you mean by worry free? They're like, any reason, we're not going to question it. And I said, okay, but what if I worry more about me than my kid, to be honest. I'm the one that's going to fling it in the toilet accidentally as I have a fumble moment. And I'm like, so what if I throw it in the toilet accidentally? They're like, that's it. It's all good.
They didn't ask, why do you have it in the bathroom with you?
Well, you know
I was just trying to think of the most ridiculous things that I can do.
I dropped it into the Grand Canyon.
Yes! Oh, no. No, I think you have to actually physically have it. You can't
so if I drop it,
you can't lose it. That's totally different.
It's missing in action, yeah.
Yes. But the other thing I like is that they have an SD expansion slot also. So you can actually download everything you want on here. So if you've got big, long movies and things like that, so you can download it and you've got the SD expansion.
Which I will say is a problem with the regular one that I have now. First of all, I had to buy a separate OtterBox case. So that's like $50 more.
Yes.
And then,
comes
I had to download all these apps to do parental controls. And let me tell you, the first time my oldest, who was 2.5 at the time, downloaded an entire season of Lunar Jim on his own because he wanted to watch it. So he just kept hitting buttons.
See, this is why I go it's electronics. That will happen with this. And this is only, I think it's $89.99 for it. And it comes with the case and everything like that with it. And then you can also do the HD version for, I don't know, like $120 or something like that.
Is the same pretty much as a regular Fire, but it doesn't come with all the stuff.
Yes. So now I'm in.
That is pretty awesome, actually.
Yes.
There was a recent Kanye West rant where he was going off on, I think it was iPad, and he was, or just the apps. He was like, "F you apps for in-app purchases," because I guess North downloads all, like he's everything. Like he gives her he gives it to her to play with, and then like they bought everything. Like
Daddy just sold 1,000 albums. They bought it all.
Right. So that is very smart of them. That was a good move. Yeah. Is it that much more expensive than regular, or what's the price difference?
$89.99 for this. I don't know. Do you have any idea?
No, that's the same.
It's the same, but you get the case. So there's that huge added value, at least for parents.
Yeah, and then the extra work that you said, Keryn, you don't have to
and it comes. They've got the blue one for boys, and they've got a pink case for girls. You just, that's.
But I love that they say, "Hold up, children or child, you must earn your screen time." I love that.
It is all I can do not to open this and already start ratcheting everything down. I can't wait.
Merry Christmas. Everything's changed now.
Yes. I shot in the tech world for you.
Do you like it? Do you like it? Great.
It's gone.
Immediately.
10 minutes of reading for you.
Keryn, what is your last one?
So my last one, which I actually don't have on me because it's at the bottom of a suitcase from the last trip I just got back from, is a portable sound machine. For me, I've had a sound machine in my life since I was 13. I grew up as a city kid, and it belonged.
You mean a ghetto blaster?
A ghetto blaster, yes! I like it. The ghetto streets of Philadelphia that I grew up on, which is true. Is that a car backfiring or a gunshot? I don't know.
All right.
So anyway, it all started because I had an air conditioner in the summer in my room, but in old houses we took them out in the winter. So one winter I was just like, I can't get to sleep. There's no white noise going on behind me. So I would always have a fan throughout the winter. But then they made these beautiful things called sound machines, probably well before I, would have bought one. But so I found this Marsonic one that's it's about this big. It folds up into a little case, which is great. And everywhere I go, me and my boys and my husband, we have the same sound. So it really makes getting my kids to sleep a lot easier and me to sleep a lot easier because we all have the same thing in our rooms at home too. It's just like the standalone version, not the little travel one. So we all can just pass out. It brings that comfort of home right in when we're traveling so much and nobody knows which way is up and where the bed is or the bathroom is anymore.
We do the same thing. So I got to ask you, what's your sound of choice?
It has to be consistent. I can't have ocean waves. I can't have anything like that. I actually have an app on the Kindle that's the same app on my iPhone, just in case I forget. I prefer the standalone one just because
she needs to be rocked to sleep.
But because the sounds on the app, they get too tinny and too sounding. Yeah. So this one, it really is just this constant shushing fan noise. I love it.
We're a thunderstorm family. We do the same thing, and I love it. When I saw your idea, I was like, "Oh, that was genius! Why didn't I think that?"
This one, we're sounds. They do surf, and then you can set the pitch of the surf and how frequent, and then they have more just rainstorm. So it's more, do you just want a constant rain or do you want a trickling rain?
But then I'm afraid I'm going to have to get up in the middle of the night and pee more because of that.
The thunderstorm would freak me out. I'd be like, whoa,
thunderstorm.
Oh my goodness. Well, guys, we gave our gift ideas, and I will post them all right after the show, as soon as the show downloads, and you can find that on daily-affair.com. Follow at Lori Mac Brown on all social media, at Walking on Travels on most social media, at Walking on Travels, and so, some kind of variation on the other social media. Thank you guys for joining once again for Travelscope Travel Tuesday. Again, the links to all of our gift guide gadgets will be posted right under this video. So until next time, we're going to do it again next week. So see ya. Have a great
Bye. Thanks,
day.
everybody.